Hello there, folks. Today we're going to set up this drawing with our exploded assembly. Show you how to set up an exploded assembly drawing that has a bill of materials and some call outs to tell you what the parts are. First thing we have to have is a model. We made this model of these candy dum-dums, these lollipops. And you can see that there's dum-dum has two parts to it. We got our candy and our stick. You'll notice that my first pair don't have names, so it's important that we name those. And you see the second pair does have names, so if we name the parts, that'll be a big deal when we come on over and put it in our assembly and our drawing. In order to get the components ready to put in the drawing, to create that second view, that exploded view, we'll need to do that in an assembly. You can see here that I have my parts. You can see here that we have our parts put together. But if I open my exploded view, you'll see the double click that I do have an exploded view set up. And that is the view that we're going to put into our drawing. So let's go ahead and do that. Or let's go ahead and set this up. So in an assembly, we'll go ahead and create a new assembly for the purpose of this demo. So we'll create an assembly. And we'll name that assembly. And then we'll insert the part that we want to do our exploded view of. We're going to bring that in from the part studio where we created it. In my case, I'm bringing in the entire part studio with the dum-dums. You can see I have two different lollipops brought here. They're currently not connected to each other. If I grab one and pull, you can see that they're not connected. So for the sake of making sure everything stays in the position that I designed it, we're going to go ahead and group those together. That's just a matter of selecting the things that we want to be part of a group, going up and selecting the group option tool from the ribbon, and accepting it by hitting the green save and exit button. There are my parts, and so now instead of that candy and stick being separate, they're stuck together. To add an exploded view, we come over to the ribbon on the right and open up the exploded view panel, which the heck is my exploded view panel? Right. If that doesn't appear, I'm going to refresh my screen and see what happened. Never had this happen before, so let's see if I can get that back. The only thing you got to remember, this is an internet application, so sometimes not all the tools load. Not super common, but oh, there it is. Don't know why it didn't load on last time, but here it is loaded. We'll click the exploded views option, and we're going to now add an exploded view. To add exploded view, just click the add exploded view button, and then identify the thing you want to move. I'd like to move the stick down, and then select, deselect. Let's go ahead and move this candy up. Let's move to the right. And save and deselect. We'll do the same thing over here. So select, down, save, deselect. That creates an explode one. If I hit the done button, it goes back to its normal position. To see that again, double click, done, etc. If I want to make another if I would like to make another exploded view, just click the add exploded view button, grab a part, pull it, save. I can move parts in multiple directions in one step. I'm just repeating the process. And you can see now we have this zigzag position. And done saves the position. You can say explode 1, explode 2. To make this available in my drawing, we got to give it a name. So we'll go ahead and name view. We'll call this exploded isometric. And save that. You can see that that now exists on my view list. We're going to head over to a drawing. Now I've already created a drawing sheet. If you don't have one, you'll need to create a drawing by clicking the add button in the bottom left. Opening the view pane on the left side will allow us to add new sheets. And we're going to make sure that we have the correct assembly chosen. And this is demo assembly. We'll select that. And we'll start by selecting front views to bring the first pair in. We'll do full scale. And then we're going to do it again. This time we're going to choose that exploded isometric. You'll notice that the view we named is right here. These are all your standard views. There's our new view. And of course, you notice right off the bat, where is my explosion? That doesn't look exploded. Well, we have to choose the default position or change it from the default position to one of our named positions. And we checked the wrong assembly, demo assembly. So default explode 1. And there are your positions. So now I have my views in, and we can shade them. But we don't have the bill of materials, nor do we have our call out bubbles with the names of the parts. So let's go back to our demo assembly and create that bill of materials and name those parts. The very first option on the right here is the bill of materials table or BOM table. You can see that it automatically populates with item number and quantity. So there's part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. So if I click, you can see which one I'm referring to. It'd be great to have names, so we named those. I have columns. Right now, a couple blank columns. We're going to go ahead and remove some columns. Right click, remove column, right click, remove column. Then we can add columns from a drop down list. We want the name of the part. Then you can see candy, part 1, part 2, and stick. Go ahead and close that out. Now that that exists, and it's set up, we can add it to our drawing. You see BOM table is right here. And we want to make sure we choose the correct drawing. Demo assembly. And place it in here. See, that's not the most updated version. So we'll refresh the screen to make sure we get the most updated version. And there it is. You'll notice that there's no labels on these. So we just go get the call out label from the top. Select the item that we want to label. Single click. 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 Single click and save. So item 1 and item 2 are set up. Item 3 and 4 have a problem. So let's go back over to our assembly. So let's go back to our parts studio and give them names. See if this solves our problem. Reload the page. That takes time to load. Be patient. It's not a big deal. Sometimes your internet's a little slow. Sometimes it's fast. Usually the slow loading is the reason for some of the things not showing up the way they should. Not really sure what's going on here, so I'm just going to delete those for now and try it again. I'm going to have to do some research into that one. But for the meantime, this is the process. I'm not sure what's causing that error. I'll have to look it up. I'll put something in the comments for that. Anyway, good luck. Have fun. And as always, keep being awesome.